Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a new deep dive about Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu, two names that can set the entire Turkish entertainment world buzzing with a single glance. If you enjoy videos that go beyond the headlines and unpack what really happened, please hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Thank you, and now, let's get into it. Let's set the scene. It's late evening at a private birthday gathering for Barış Arduç, nothing ostentatious, but thoughtfully put together. A low-lit venue, a jazz trio in the corner, a small crowd of close friends and industry colleagues, and a chocolate cake that looked suspiciously like it had been ordered by someone who knows his dessert preferences a little too well. Throughout the night, the mood is relaxed. People take photos, but no one's shoving a phone in anyone's face. This isn't a press line, it's a party. And then, the moment everyone is talking about. As the cake arrives, candles flickering, the room singing, Elçin Sangu steps forward with a quick, playful toast. There's laughter, a brief hush, and before anyone can process it, she leans in and plants a swift, celebratory kiss. It's not staged, not telegraphed, not performative. It's spontaneous. The kind of affectionate, warm gesture that can mean a dozen different things depending on who you are and what you want to see. But what it definitely did was stop the night in its tracks. The band misses a beat. Someone near the back says, "Wow." And then the party resumes, like it always does, only now the air is electric. Within hours, the clip floods social media in 4 different angles. One shows the laughter before the kiss. One catches the surprised look from a friend who clearly didn't see it coming, one zooms in just a little too much, and one, the most balanced angle, captures the whole sequence without sensationalizing it. That last version is the one most people share. The comments sections become a living, breathing organism, half analysis, half celebration. Finally, writes one user. "Just friends being friends," counters another. Hashtags light up, edits appear, and old interviews are resurfaced by fans who, let's be honest, have better archival instincts than most production offices. Now, if you've followed Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu for years, you know this moment doesn't come out of nowhere. Their history is well documented, a hit show that catapulted both to a new level of visibility, press tours where their banter never felt rehearsed, event photos where the body language is relaxed and open, not tense or calculated. On screen, they could turn a simple exchange into something that felt like a secret you had to lean in to hear. Off-screen, they were the rare pair who could be warm without feeding the rumor mill. A difficult balance, and one they've typically maintained. So what changed? Did anything change at all? That's the question people are wrestling with. On the one hand, a birthday party is a private space, and a celebratory kiss can be exactly what it looks like, affectionate, playful, unburdened by subtext. On the other hand, these are two stars who understand exactly how quickly a gesture becomes a headline, yet the decision wasn't walked back, explained away, or drowned in damage control. No, what you saw wasn't what you saw, no frantic unfollows or posts at 3 a.m. designed to redirect attention. Just silence. Soft, confident silence. Which sometimes communicates more than a press release ever could. Let's look at the immediate aftermath. Close friends of both actors liked the calmer angle of the clip within minutes. No cryptic comments, no coy winks, just little digital nods that say, "We were there. We saw what you saw." Later that night, Elçin posted 2 photos. The first, a candid from the party with the caption, "May your wishes come true before the candles go out." The second, a black and white shot of a city street at midnight, empty but for a pair of shadows that might be anyone's. Barış, for his part, uploaded a single frame, a glass with melted candle wax on the rim, and wrote, "Thank you for showing up." None of this is confusing. All of it is intentional. It's worth remembering that both are seasoned professionals when it comes to public attention. Neither has built a career on courting scandal, and neither trades personal life for clicks. That's why the birthday kiss resonated. It didn't feel like content. It felt human. The industry noticed, too. A director who's worked with both reportedly said, "There are actors who need 12 takes to find the moment, and there are actors who arrive with the moment already in their pocket. Those two. They carry it with them. A costume designer commented privately that respectful rapport on set is the real magic, chemistry you can count on. In other words, the foundations were always solid. This just made them visible. Of course, with visibility comes interpretation. Some voices immediately framed the moment as a carefully orchestrated stunt, good for nostalgia, good for song placements, good for any future project where their names appear together above the title. And yes, the entertainment business is perfectly capable of staging a storyline if it serves a campaign. But consider the details. No brand tie-in, no official cameras rolling, no instantly coordinated captions, no new project announcement piggybacking on the attention. If this were a stunt, it was a strangely unprofitable one. Which brings us back to the simplest explanation: it was real life, unfiltered for once. Let's talk about what this does, and doesn't, mean for fans. For those who have rooted for them as a pairing, this felt like a long-awaited wink. For those who admire them on their own terms, it changed nothing about their work, their generosity toward colleagues, or their professionalism with crews. And for those who prefer to keep art and life in separate folders, there's a valid relief in watching two people refuse to turn a private bond into a public storyline. You can enjoy the moment without demanding a map for what comes next. And what might come next? No one can say with certainty, and that's part of the strength here. If there are future collaborations, they'll stand on the same things that carried the earlier ones: sharp writing, intentional direction, and two performers who know how to make silence feel like a plot twist. If there are no collaborations, if their paths diverge into wildly different projects, this moment will still live where it belongs. In the memory of a room that sang, laughed, and went quiet for a second while two old friends were exactly who they are with each other. Behind the headlines, there's also a conversation to be had about boundaries. When you are an actor, the most intimate parts of your job are, paradoxically, the most public. You rehearse trust, you stage intimacy, you aim heartbreak at a lens. So it makes sense that both Barış and Elçin have always kept a clean line between what they give to a role and what they keep for themselves. The kiss didn't erase that line. If anything, it drew it in bolder ink. We are capable of tenderness in public without turning our lives into a continuous performance. One of the smarter reactions online came from a fan who wrote, "I'm not asking for a label. I'm just happy I got to see a genuine moment." That's the energy worth amplifying. You don't have to build a theory or defend a timeline to appreciate a small scene that felt unscripted in a world where almost everything is scripted. You don't even need to agree on what it meant. You can simply agree that it was lovely. So where do we land? With gratitude. Gratitude for artists who carry their craft with respect. Gratitude for a fandom that, most of the time, knows how to cheer without prying. Gratitude for the rare public moment that didn't devolve into drama, or PR jargon, or a dozen contradictory statements. Barış Arduç had a birthday. His friends gathered. Elçin Sangu showed up, offered a toast, and sealed it with a kiss that reminded the room why people fell in love with their work in the first place. That's the whole story, and it's more than enough. If you enjoyed this breakdown, if you prefer thoughtful context over empty noise, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. In the comments, tell me your favorite Barış and Elçin scene and why it still lives rent-free in your mind. Should co-stars protect their privacy at all costs, or do small public gestures like this make the industry feel more human? I read everything, and your takes help shape what we cover next. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and goodbye.